I'm Dave Walbert. I'm 76 years old now. Grew up in the Midwest, went to school in California. Been here and loved Atlanta since 1973. A little more than a year ago, I was in a recliner reading a book. When I got up from that, and all of a sudden I had this little tweak in a muscle in my back, but it didn't go away. So I get an MRI, and I will never forget the words in that were extensive metastatic bone cancer. Secondary to the cancer, my kidneys were going nuts. The numbers were like, if you're playing a pinball machine and seeing the lights going off and so on. It was pretty ugly. So I ended up in the hospital, and the people who were treating me on different assumptions before it was the diagnosis came in one morning and said, "You've got multiple myeloma." I was hurting badly at that point. All the secondary consequences of the disease were messing with my organs, and my kidneys are like going off the rails completely. Sagar Lonial is the head of the Multiple Myeloma Project, and he's the reason that Emory is so world-renowned for multiple myeloma treatment, his research.
So Mr. Walbert is a gentleman that came to us in need of a number of different issues. The first is he had newly diagnosed myeloma. The second is that his myeloma had caused significant kidney damage. And given his age, treating patients with that both sets of problems can be a real challenge. He chose to enroll on one of our clinical trials that was using a new antibody that actually we led to the approval of almost 5 years ago here at Emory, and combine that with other treatment approaches in the first 4 months of his treatment, and completely reversed his kidney failure and went into a complete remission from a treatment perspective as well. Those kinds of stories are almost unheard of nowadays, and he is helping us to transform how we deliver that care for those specific challenging patients.
My life was saved by a clinical trial. Not the one I was in, but somebody else did a clinical trial 10, 15 years ago that developed and approved and confirmed the efficacy and the effectiveness of the drugs and so on that I took. Multiple myeloma is not a curable cancer, so I've still got it. And I'll never not have it unless there's a complete new revolution in medicine. But the people at Emory, in terms of their knowledge, their dedication, their efforts, and their communication about how to manage that cancer that I had and have, was just extraordinary.